In the pulsating heart of downtown Los Angeles, where neon dreams shimmer against the urban sprawl and the echoes of bygone jazz clubs mingle with the hum of modern ambition, a single commuter train became the stage for an unforgettable confrontation. The city, with its labyrinth of winding alleyways, rain-slicked sidewalks, and graffiti-sprayed walls, carried a secret energy, a tension that crackled in the air like static before a storm. On this seemingly ordinary ride through the city's underground arteries, fate had penned a saga that would forever alter the lives of those aboard. Before we dive deeper into this tale, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know where you're tuning in from, and if stories like this resonate with you, consider subscribing to our channel. Tomorrow, we have another special narrative waiting just for you. Evelyn Hart, a dignified older woman whose gentle eyes belied decades of quiet perseverance, stepped onto the rattling train with deliberate care. Her silver hair, neatly pulled back in a modest chignon, and the subtle lines etched upon her face told stories of triumph and sorrow in equal measure. Draped in a well-worn navy pea coat that had braved countless winters, Evelyn clutched a time-worn leather purse, a cherished keepsake bestowed upon her by her beloved daughter, a token of love, hope, and the unyielding bonds of family. For Evelyn, the rhythmic clatter of the train had long served as a comforting lullaby, a reminder that even amidst the chaos of life, there existed a steady pulse of routine and reliability. Tonight, however, that illusion was about to shatter. Inside the train car, a space that bore the marks of time with faded advertisements, mismatched seats, and dim overhead lights that flickered like tired memories, a low murmur of conversation filled the air. A cluster of college students joked about weekend escapades, while an elderly gentleman in a rumpled suit gazed out the window, lost in introspection. Evelyn found solace in a secluded corner seat, her eyes wandering momentarily over the worn floorboards as her fingers tightened instinctively around the strap of her purse, a small talisman imbued with personal history and guarded dreams. Without warning, the subdued ambience fractured as the metallic doors of the train slid open with a sharp hiss. In strode Garrett Cross, a sharply dressed man whose impeccable style masked a predatory gleam in his pale eyes. Garrett's presence was magnetic and unsettling all at once, a blend of refined charm and dangerous audacity. His smile, laced with a provocative mixture of sardonic humor and malice, swept over the compartment until it settled on Evelyn and the prized purse clutched in her trembling hands. "Well now," he drawled loudly enough for all to hear, his tone dripping with insinuation, "that's one gorgeous little treasure you're sporting there." His words cut through the low hum of conversation like a serrated blade, each syllable a deliberate provocation. For a fleeting moment, Evelyn's heart faltered, her mind racing with memories of past struggles and hard-won wisdom. She had learned long ago that invisibility was sometimes the safest guise in a world as ruthless as it was beautiful. Yet, in that charged instant, the fragile veil of anonymity was ripped away. Garrett's eyes sparkled with a cruel delight as he continued, "Surely, something like that must be worth more than you could ever hope to earn. Tell me, is it even genuine?" The challenge in his voice was unmistakable, a claim that the contents of her purse held secrets far beyond mere sentiment. With trembling defiance, Evelyn whispered, "I don't owe you an explanation." Though her voice wavered, the determination in her gaze shone through, a quiet, resilient fire refusing to be snuffed out. Emboldened by her silent refusal, Garrett advanced with a predatory grace. The mingled stench of cheap cologne and stale liquor heralded his intent as he reached for the purse. "An elegant lady like you carrying such a prize," he taunted, "just doesn't add up. Perhaps you'd be better off handing it over to someone who truly understands its value." His hand shot out like a striking cobra, desperate to seize not only the purse but also the sanctity of Evelyn's cherished memories. Before the situation could descend into irrevocable chaos, a commanding presence emerged from the far end of the carriage. Keanu Reeves, clad in a dark leather jacket that seemed to have absorbed countless midnight escapades and mysteries of the city, rose with an unspoken assurance. His cool, enigmatic aura was the stuff of urban legend, and his piercing gaze fixed upon Garrett with an intensity that silenced even the most skeptical murmurs among the passengers. "Buddy," Keanu intoned in a voice that balanced calm authority with a hint of wry amusement, "I think you're making a huge mistake tonight." His words, simple yet powerful, reverberated through the cramped space like a clarion call to justice. Garrett's once confident smirk faltered, his eyes now darting nervously between the defiant figure and the trembling Evelyn. "You don't know what's at stake," he sneered, his bravado tinged with an underlying tremor of fear. "This isn't your concern." But Keanu's response was measured and resolute. "Maybe it isn't to you, but someone here needs to put a stop to your nonsense. We're all in this together." In that moment, the train car transformed from a mundane compartment into a crucible where the forces of right and wrong, vulnerability and strength, collided with palpable intensity. A murmur of uneasy whispers rippled among the onlookers. Some fumbled with their smartphones to record the unfolding drama, while others exchanged glances heavy with shock and uncertainty. The air was thick with anticipation and dread, every flickering light and echoing step magnifying the gravity of the confrontation. Garrett's response to the hero's challenge was a burst of manic defiance. "Oh, you think it's over?" he taunted, his voice escalating into a manic pitch that bordered on insanity. "I'm just getting started, sweetheart. You have no idea who you're messing with." With a swift, practiced motion, he fumbled inside his tailored jacket and produced a battered communicator. A press of a button set off a deep, disembodied voice that crackled ominously, "Boss, we're set. Green light." The chilling announcement hinted at a larger conspiracy, an underworld network orchestrating events far beyond a simple mugging. In an instant, Keanu's calm facade transformed into the steely determination of a seasoned defender. With precision born of countless battles, he lunged forward, snatching the communicator from Garrett's grasp and pinning him against the cold, unforgiving metal of a seat. "What are you planning?" Keanu demanded, his tone leaving no room for argument. "This isn't just about a purse, it's a message." His words, heavy with resolve, sent a shiver through the compartment, turning every whisper into a clarion call for truth. Before Garrett could formulate a reply, the train shuddered violently. The sudden deceleration sent jolts through every passenger, and the comforting hum of the engine gave way to the eerie screech of emergency brakes. Flickering lights and a sudden cloak of darkness transformed the car into a stage for a surreal drama. Keanu's eyes, sharp and unyielding, scanned the confined space as he recognized that the situation was spiraling into something far more sinister than a petty theft. "Everyone, stay calm and follow my lead," he commanded, his voice a beacon amid the chaos. Turning to Evelyn, his gaze softened with protective urgency, "Stick close and hold on to that purse. We're in this together." With these words, the personal violation became a rallying cry, a call for solidarity in the face of urban injustice. As if on cue, the battered communicator in Garrett's hand began to emit disjointed commands and cryptic warnings. "You can try, but it won't make a difference, you're all trapped with me," Garrett jeered, his tone a venomous cocktail of scorn and menace. The oppressive atmosphere thickened, every second laden with the foreboding of impending doom, until an unexpected clamor resonated from above, a metallic sound suggesting that someone, or something, was descending from the train's ceiling. Heads turned upward in collective suspense as an unforeseen figure emerged from the dim overhead light, a rugged, mysterious newcomer whose presence exuded quiet defiance. Like a character lifted straight from an indie film, he stepped into the center of the chaos, his arrival offering a fleeting promise that hope might yet prevail in the labyrinth of urban shadows. In the ensuing moments, the train's mechanical groans gave way to whispers of conspiracy and dread. Keanu, now the de facto guardian of this motley band of commuters, released Garrett only to shove him forcefully back into his seat, silencing his further outbursts. His eyes, still fixed on the man whose defiant gaze betrayed a glimmer of madness, bore into him as he demanded, "What have you done? What's about to happen?" His tone was a fusion of authority and genuine concern, echoing the unspoken vow to protect every soul within the carriage. Garrett's response was a manic chuckle, a laugh resonating with the surreal promise of looming calamity. "I'm just a pawn, you see," he declared, his eyes gleaming with wild fervor. "A pawn in a game far bigger than any of you can imagine. You'll find out soon enough if you survive this mess." His words, uttered with disconcerting nonchalance, hinted at a vast, shadowy network manipulating the city's undercurrents, a conspiracy that extended its reach far beyond the confines of a single train. Amid the mounting tension, a subtle detail emerged that would soon prove to be the fulcrum of destiny: Evelyn's cherished purse. Earlier, when questioned in a trembling whisper, she had confided, "There's something special inside, a token meant to protect me." Now, as Keanu carefully pried open the battered leather, a small, gleaming device revealed itself. It pulsed with a soft, rhythmic glow, an anomaly of modern technology amid the nostalgic relics of a bygone era. Its blinking lights and cryptic signals spoke of secrets, of codes hidden deep within the urban tapestry, and of a mystery waiting to be unraveled. Keanu leaned in, his brow furrowing in concentration as he murmured, "This isn't just an ordinary trinket, it's a beacon, a spark for something much bigger." The device, with its enigmatic glow, seemed to embody the paradox of the city itself, a fusion of past and present, vulnerability in resilience, despair and hope. Yet, even as Keanu pondered the implications of this mysterious gadget, the train's chaos escalated. The lights flickered one final time before plunging the carriage into near total darkness, save for the sporadic glow of emergency indicators. In that oppressive silence, a silence laden with fear and uncertainty, each passenger was transformed from a mere bystander into a vital piece of a collective struggle. There was Cole, a young musician clutching a battered guitar case, whose eyes shone with dreams of performing on Broadway despite the harsh realities of urban life. Marisol, a determined single mother whose hardened resolve was tempered only by her boundless hope for a better future for her children, and Marcus, an ex-veteran whose quiet strength and hidden scars spoke of battles fought both on distant fields and within the recesses of his soul. Together, these unlikely comrades found themselves united by the shared adversity of one tumultuous night, a night that would test not only their physical endurance but the very essence of who they were. With the oppressive darkness pressing in, Keanu's steady voice once again broke through the silence, "Listen up, everyone. We're not just passengers on a runaway train, we're a community. And right now, we have to act as one." His words, imbued with gritty determination and a wry sense of humor, "I may not have a blockbuster script, but tonight, we're all the stars of this unscripted drama," brought a flicker of hope and a brief smile to those around him. The train eventually ground to a shuddering halt at an abandoned station, a relic of a once vibrant transit system now left to echo with the memories of yesteryear. The station, with its peeling posters of forgotten concerts and vintage diners, resonated with an air of melancholic nostalgia and lost dreams. It was here, in the dimly lit corridors and overgrown platforms, that the true test of courage and solidarity would unfold. Evelyn, still clutching the enigmatic device, found herself besieged by a torrent of memories. Flashbacks of youthful laughter, long walks along sun-dappled boulevards with her late husband, and the tender smile of her daughter, all merged into a tapestry of bittersweet recollections. Each memory was a reminder that despite the encroaching darkness, love and resilience were forces that could never be vanquished. "I've weathered storms before," she silently vowed, her eyes hardening with newfound resolve, and I'm not about to let some criminal mastermind, or his pawn, strip me of everything I hold dear. Meanwhile, Keanu's own past seeped into the present like a ghost of battles long fought. Once a decorated officer in the city's transit security, his career had been derailed by decisions that still haunted him in quiet moments. As he led the group through the labyrinthine corridors of the deserted station, memories of lonely nights patrolling darkened subway tunnels and facing dangers both seen and unseen fueled his determination. I've danced with the devil on these very tracks, he murmured, half to himself, and I'm not about to let history repeat itself. Together, Keanu and their eclectic band of survivors forged ahead through shadowed passageways, crumbling platforms, and forgotten stairwells. With every tentative step, the air grew heavier, charged with the electric anticipation of imminent peril. The mysterious device in Evelyn's hand pulsed steadily, as if syncing with the very heartbeat of the city, a silent metronome counting down to a moment of reckoning. Their journey was fraught with unexpected challenges. In a long-abandoned alcove, Cole's impromptu strumming on his guitar shattered the suffocating silence with a bittersweet melody, a song that carried echoes of carefree youth and resilient hope. Marisol recounted her struggles to provide for her children in a city that seemed intent on devouring dreams, her voice trembling with both sorrow and fierce determination. Marcus, usually reticent, opened up about battles fought on distant fields and the price of honor, his quiet narrative a testament to the scars that time could neither heal nor erase. In these shared moments of vulnerability, an unspoken bond was forged, a bond that transcended differences and united them in their quest for truth. The abandoned station, with its decaying grandeur and haunting echoes, became a crucible where individual pain and collective hope merged into a single, defiant flame. Meanwhile, Keanu's interrogation of Garrett Cross, who was now securely bound and subdued, slowly unraveled tantalizing fragments of a larger plot. Garrett's earlier bravado had disintegrated into a manic intensity as he babbled cryptic phrases about the boss and a revolution in the shadows. "I'm just a pawn," he repeated in a manic chuckle, "a piece in a game that spans far beyond this forsaken station. You'll understand soon enough if you're lucky." Though his words were often incoherent, they hinted at a clandestine network, a web of deceit and power that had long been woven into the fabric of the city, using high-tech devices like the one hidden in Evelyn's purse as keys to unlock its secrets. As the night deepened and the urban wilderness whispered its secrets, Keanu and Evelyn found themselves at the epicenter of the mystery. The glowing device, now cradled in a makeshift case fashioned from scavenged materials, proved to be more than a mere gadget. It emitted a series of beeps and pulses that resonated with the rhythm of the city, a cryptic code waiting to be deciphered. This little piece of tech might just be the linchpin to something monumental, Keanu remarked with a wry smile, half amused and half wary. "It's like something out of a Back to the Future script, isn't it?" His pop culture quip, lightening the oppressive tension for a brief moment, evoked nervous laughter from Cole and a few knowing nods from the others. Driven by equal parts curiosity and desperation, the group rallied together to piece together the puzzle. Marisol's resourcefulness shone as she scoured the station for clues, while Cole's youthful energy and creative spark turned mundane moments into bursts of artistic inspiration. Marcus's quiet vigilance ensured every step was measured, and even Garrett, now reduced to a living repository of dangerous secrets, served as an inadvertent key to unlocking the hidden network manipulating the city's fate. As the pieces began to fall into place, the stakes became painfully clear: this was no random act of violence. The device was a message, a coded alert signaling that forces operating from the shadows were orchestrating events on a scale that threatened the delicate balance of power in the city. With every pulse of the mysterious gadget, the conspiracy deepened, drawing the group further into a web of intrigue that blended the old soul of Los Angeles with the relentless march of modern technology. In the soft glow of pre-dawn, as long shadows danced across cracked tiled floors and rusted metal beams in the deserted station, Evelyn clutched the device as if it were a lifeline to a future yet unwritten. "Maybe it's time," she confided to Keanu in a voice that trembled with both fear and determination, "to ask the hard questions of those I once trusted, and to fight for a truth buried under layers of deceit." Keanu's eyes, reflecting both sympathy and unwavering resolve, met hers. "The truth," he replied quietly, "has a way of rising, even when the odds seem insurmountable. Sometimes, it takes an entire city to bring it to light." As the narrative of that fateful night spread through whispered conversations on street corners, in dimly lit cafes, and through the soulful chords of late-night blues, the city itself seemed transformed. Every neon sign, every forgotten alley, every echo in an empty subway station became a testament to the courage that had emerged when ordinary lives collided with extraordinary circumstances. The saga of Evelyn, Keanu, and their unlikely band of survivors grew into a living legend, a stirring reminder that even in a world marred by pain, loss, and betrayal, hope and unity could spark a revolution. In the days that followed, as the city awoke to the gentle caress of sunrise, whispers of that tumultuous night spread like wildfire. Local media spun tales of the fearless woman with a mysterious purse and the enigmatic savior in a leather jacket, weaving narratives that blurred the lines between myth and reality. Neighbors spoke of Evelyn's newfound determination, and the story of that dark, fateful journey became a symbol of urban resilience, a reminder that in the face of overwhelming adversity, even the smallest spark of kindness and courage could ignite a blaze of hope. Keanu, ever the stoic wanderer with a past as complex as the city's labyrinthine alleys, continued his quiet crusade. He frequented neighborhood diners and backstreet coffee shops, listening to the murmurs of the people, ever vigilant for signs that the dark network behind the device was stirring once more. Over slices of New York-style pizza and during late-night conversations about classic American films, he reflected on the night's events, the internal battles, the sacrifices, and the undeniable truth that every act of compassion, however small, had the power to change destinies. As weeks melted into months, the bonds forged in that crucible of fear and hope deepened. Marisol became a steadfast friend and confidant to Evelyn, often visiting her modest apartment to share stories of triumph over adversity. Cole's music began to capture the spirit of the city, resonating with audiences both young and old, while Marcus took it upon himself to mentor local youth, imparting lessons of perseverance and honor. Even Garrett Cross, despite the path of ruin he had chosen, remained a grim reminder of how greed and ambition could drive one to dark extremes, a cautionary tale etched into the collective memory of the community. In the final chapters of that unforgettable saga, as the city bathed in the gentle glow of a new dawn, Evelyn clutched the mysterious device like a sacred relic, a beacon of possibility and a symbol of the enduring human spirit. "There's a revolution brewing," she murmured to Keanu one crisp morning, "one that starts with us, with every act of courage and every refusal to bow down in the face of injustice." Keanu's eyes, reflecting both the weight of their shared burdens and the light of newfound hope, spoke silently in agreement. Sometimes, he mused to a friend in a hushed conversation at a local diner, all it takes is one spark, a single, unwavering act of kindness, to challenge the darkness. And so, in the ever-evolving tapestry of urban life, the events that unfolded on that fateful train ride became more than just a night of terror and uncertainty. They evolved into a saga of defiance, a clarion call to awaken the dormant heroes within us all. The mysterious device, its blinking lights now a symbol of both technological intrigue and human resilience, remained a steadfast reminder that even in the deepest shadows, the brilliance of hope and unity could never be extinguished. For those who had witnessed that night, whether a quiet commuter, a hopeful musician, a battle-scarred veteran, or a resilient mother, the story of Evelyn, Keanu, and their indomitable band of survivors would echo through the years as a stirring testament to the power of compassion, justice, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. In a city where every cracked pavement whispered secrets and every neon light promised new beginnings, one truth remained undeniable: when darkness falls, it is the spark of courage that lights the way to a brighter tomorrow.